evening, this is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jarrod Horak, and this is the video feature race of the week. Actually, for this feature race, we're going to preview the upcoming Preakness Stakes. Right now, it's Friday, May 11th, so we're a little more than a week away from the Preakness. We had some Preakness news today, some horses dropping out, some others joining the event, and we'll break that down right now. But first, I'd like to thank everybody for getting on and looking at our videos. One of our Kentucky Derby Contenders videos got over 15,000 views. So I'd like to thank all the fans for watching all these videos. We do all this hard work for you. And let's just get right into this Preakness preview right now. Right now, out of the race, Doulahan, he was third in the Kentucky Derby. He's going to wait for the Belmont Stakes. Union Rags is another that's going to wait for the Belmont. He had a troubled trip in the Derby. He was my top choice. He ended up finishing 7th. He had a nightmare journey. He's probably going to have a new rider. That's back-to-back times that Julian Leparoux got him in trouble, and almost guaranteed that he's going to have a new rider for the Belmont Stakes. Alpha's another one. He finished mid-pack in the Derby. He had that leg infection after the Will Memorial. He missed the workout. I'm sure that contributed to him not running his best on the first Saturday in May. He's bred to run all day, and he could end up improving in the Belmont Stakes. Now, Jamalogist, he disappointed in the Derby. He came out of that with a foot bruise, and he's off the Triple Crown Trail. He should be back later on this summer and into the fall. Hansen, he finished 9th after stalking the pace in the Derby. They're leaning against running him in the Preakness at this stage. If he's not in there, the pace scenario is going to be a bit softer. Now, Triniberg is another one who was the sprinter that was stretching out. He forced Bodemeister to go so fast in that Kentucky Derby. They decided they're not going to go in the Preakness. They're going to run him in the Woody Stevens Stakes at 7 furlongs on the Belmont Stakes undercard. Speaking of Bodemeister, he ran a great race in the Derby. He set that fast pace. He was forced to go too fast too soon. But he ended up running a good race. He finished 2nd. If he does go in the Preakness will be his 3rd start in 5 weeks. So he's been very busy lately. We'll have to see what Bob Baffert decides. Actually, this weekend he's supposed to decide if he's going to run in the Preakness or if he's going to give him a little bit of a rest. I'll have another, your Kentucky Derby winner. He shipped to Pimlico early. He's been there galloping over the track. He's reportedly he's been looking good, and he should set a good trip throughout. He had that perfect trip in the Derby from post 19 where he stalked the pace. He has that good tactical speed. Expect him to set another good trip in Baltimore. Creative Cause, he's back in California right now, but they do expect to bring him back for the Preakness. He did finish 5th in the Derby. He's always thereabouts. He finished a nose behind. I'll have another in that Santa Anita Derby. Went the day well, 4th in the Kentucky Derby for trainer Graham Motion. He's training at Fair Hill Training Center in Maryland. He's looking at the 2nd jewel, and I think he could be a price player in that Preakness Stakes. Some others that are going to end up going to the Preakness, Teeth of the Dog and Zetterholm. Both horses are actually entered in Saturday's Peter Pan Stakes at Belmont Park. They're already entered in that, but they're going to end up probably dropping out of the Peter Pan, and they're going to end up entering the Preakness Stakes because it looks like they will get in. Hierro for trainer Steve Asmussen, he won the Derby trial. He's going to be a new shooter in that Preakness Stakes, and he could be one to look for, maybe to at least hit the board. Now, if you go over to HorseRacingNation.com and go to the Plays of the Day section, you can see the Peter Pan Stakes. I put horse-by-horse analysis of that Peter Pan Stakes. I have a nice price horse that I picked on top. So if you're interested in that Peter Pan analysis, go over to HorseRacingNation.com and see my play of the day in the written play section. If you go over to DerbyWars.com, if you're interested in some bigger games we have coming up, we have a $10,000 Preakness game on Preakness Day, and then we're going to have a $50,000 Belmont Stakes game on Belmont Stakes Day. And that'll wrap up this week's video race of the week. This is HorseRacingNation.com handicapper Jarrod Horak. Good luck at the races.